Luka Doncic was so shocked by the Dallas Mavericks trading him, he cried on his return to the arena. But if there's one team a superstar would want to go to in a scenario like this, it's the Los Angeles Lakers. LA's always been where the superstars are, and Doncic seems to be learning why. Under the stewardship of the Buss family, the Lakers have gained a reputation for treating their stars right. Incoming majority owner Mark Walter is also considered one of the best major sports team owners. And they have now managed to tie Luka down for 3 more years. The Lakers weren't working with any serious advantages when it comes to signing Doncic long-term, but they made it happen anyway. ESPN's Ramona Shelburne provided insight into the situation. The Lakers leadership team has been incredibly welcoming and supportive of Luka since we arrived in LA. We've spent a lot of time talking and getting to know each other over the last few months, and we've formed a strong working relationship. Championships are won when you work together. We all share that same goal, Doncic's manager, Laura Beth Seeger, told Shelburne. What the Lakers understood was the human element to this situation, Shelburne added. That Doncic was shell-shocked and needed time to process the trade, but really didn't have the right space to do so in the middle of the season. I think that empathy and the way they treated Luka went a long way in securing his commitment today. The Lakers have done everything they can to ensure that Luka becomes the face of the franchise for the foreseeable future. With LeBron James' career coming to an end soon, tying Doncic down for years to come when many doubted it would happen is a considerable masterstroke. The Los Angeles Lakers inked Luka Doncic to a 3-year max contract extension this weekend, with the Slovenian superstar signing on the dotted line on Saturday. Shortly thereafter, the Lakers held a press conference to officially announce the big news. Many of Doncic's teammates showed up, including a few recent free agent acquisitions, as well as head coach J.J. Redick. As one can see, LeBron James was not among those who attended the press conference, where Lakers GM Rob Pelinka also discussed the possibility James retires in purple and gold. But King James found a way to congratulate his superstar running mate regardless. On Sunday, NBA insider Mark Stein reported on the Doncic extension and noted James reached out to Doncic the morning he signed the deal. LeBron and son Bronny James were noticeably not in attendance at the news conference, but I'm told that LeBron FaceTimed Doncic on Saturday morning to congratulate him on the new deal, Stein wrote on his Substack. This report should put any conspiracies about James and Doncic's press conference to bed. When Los Angeles Lakers president of basketball operations and general manager Rob Pelinka decided to make a franchise-altering trade to acquire Luka Doncic, he needed to convince the superstar that LA would be his long-term home. The Slovenian star was slated to be a free agent during the 2026 offseason, where teams were positioning themselves to free up cap space to pursue him. Nowadays, the upper echelon talent of the NBA typically does not leave in free agency, but there was a sliver of hope for teams that Doncic would be an exception to the rule. However, that optimism was short-lived as the 26-year-old came to terms on a 3-year, $165 million extension with the Lakers on August 2nd, the first day he was eligible. At his press conference to announce the extension, Doncic revealed that his mind to sign it was made up pretty quickly after the trade went down. I was kind of thinking, obviously not in the moment when I got traded. But later on, when I started playing, I wanted to be here, Doncic said. Like I said, this is an amazing organization. We have trust in each other. So I honestly decided pretty quick. When Los Angeles Lakers president of basketball operations and general manager Rob Pelinka decided to make a franchise-altering trade to acquire Luka Doncic, he needed to convince the superstar that LA would be his long-term home. The Slovenian star was slated to be a free agent during the 2026 offseason, where teams were positioning themselves to free up cap space to pursue him. Nowadays, the upper echelon talent of the NBA typically does not leave in free agency, but there was a sliver of hope for teams that Doncic would be an exception to the rule. However, that optimism was short-lived as the 26-year-old came to terms on a 3-year, $165 million extension with the Lakers on August 2nd, the first day he was eligible. At his press conference to announce the extension, Doncic revealed that his mind to sign it was made up pretty quickly after the trade went down. I was kind of thinking, obviously not in the moment when I got traded. But later on, when I started playing, I wanted to be here, Doncic said. Like I said, this is an amazing organization. We have trust in each other. So I honestly decided pretty quick. Seeing how Dallas was his home for 7 years, it can be hard to be open-minded about a new start when staying in one spot for that amount of time. But once Doncic got in front of Lakers fans in Crypto.com Arena and saw how they welcomed him, he knew he wanted to remain a Laker. Honestly, my first moment was my first game, Doncic said. I didn't play for 5-6 games, I don't know exactly how much. But the way they received me, the fans, the team, it was unbelievable. So, in that moment, I felt something different. So I was really excited. The bright lights of LA are not for everyone as fans expect championships and a winning team every season. Doncic is embracing that though as he came off his first NBA Finals appearance in 2024 and wants to get back to that moment and get over the hump. There is no better spot to do that than with the Lakers, but it will not be easy in a Western Conference that saw multiple teams improve. Although, nothing is off the table as Doncic is still reaching his peak and coming into next season in impressive shape. LeBron James FaceTimed Luka Doncic to congratulate him on extension. A lot has been made about LeBron James and his immediate future with the Lakers and whether he would ultimately retire in LA. For the time being, James is committed to the Lakers and seeing how this roster looks come October. A reassuring sign of that is the four-time champion took the time to FaceTime Luka Doncic and congratulate him on his new extension despite not being in attendance at the Lakers' practice facility. The Los Angeles Lakers continued their busy offseason this week. After acquiring Luka Doncic in one of the more shocking trades in NBA history back in February, the Lakers inked Doncic to a 3-year, $165 million contract extension on Saturday. Earlier this summer, Lakers superstar LeBron James picked up his player option for the 2025-26 NBA season, $52.6 million. And most recently, the Lakers signed center DeAndre Ayton and guard Marcus Smart in free agency. And while the Lakers roster appears to be complete ahead of the upcoming season, reports continue to surface on how the team is still looking to improve. The latest report surfaced surrounding the news of Doncic signing his contract extension. As per Anthony F. Irwin, senior Lakers insider for Clutch Points, the Lakers will continue to monitor Nikola Vucevic's situation in Chicago. With the James Lakers window slowly closing, as the living legend enters the last year of his contract, the organization appears to be in win-now mode. As per FanDuel Sportsbook, the Lakers currently stand as the 7th favorite to win the NBA Finals, plus 1,700. Vucevic, 34, has spent 14 years in the NBA between the Philadelphia 76ers, Orlando Magic, and Chicago Bulls. He has been a consistent source of points and rebounds for the majority of his career, averaging a double-double, 17.2 points and 10.5 rebounds per game. He is currently entering the final year of his current contract and is set to earn $21.4 million this season before becoming an unrestricted free agent. Reports are that Vucevic could be a potential buyout candidate for the Bulls, and that's the reason the Lakers are closely monitoring the situation.